Hello everyone, my name is Juan Jimenez and today we'll be talking about pink slime. Let me tell you a little bit about them. I'll be walking you through the ethical challenges surrounding the pink slime controversy, officially known as lean fine texture beef, or LFTB. We'll look at the situation, stakeholders, the options BPI faced, and what I believe is the most ethical way forward.
Here's what I'll cover: the background of the case, who was involved, the options BPI had, the pros and cons of each, and my final recommendation. Here I summarize the situation. BPI founder Eldon Roth developed LFTB as a way to reduce waste and improve food safety. It was FDA and USDA approved and used ammonia gas to kill bacteria. But when a USDA inspector called it pink slime, and media figures like Jamie Oliver amplified it, public opinion turned fast. People were grossed out. Even though the product was safe, clean, and approved by multiple government agencies, the emotional response, especially fueled by how the media framed it, caused massive backlash, layoffs, and plant closures. In this slide, we'll talk about the ethical concerns. The core ethical question here is: did BPI meet its responsibility to be honest and transparent with consumers? BPI fulfilled its moral duty to be transparent and honest about LFTB, natures and production. The tension lies between values like honesty, fairness, and transparency versus public perception shaped by media narratives. Legally, they did nothing wrong, but ethically, it's more complicated. In the end, we have to wonder: did BPI do enough to respect consumers and to clearly explain what LFTB was? Let's talk about some of the key stakeholders. Who has skin in the game? Well, the first one's consumers. Consumers at this moment feel that they have been misled. BPI employees who lost their jobs. They definitely have a lot of skin in this game, and they need the company to bounce back so they can regain those jobs. And BPI, as a company, which suffered reputation damage, all had something to, at stake in how the situation was handled. Let's explore some options together. BPI has three options, three main options. One, launch a transparency campaign. They need to build trust with their public. They need to be proactive. They need to stay in communications with their public, showing them how safe their meat is. This approach will gain them respect. Their stakeholders are going to be proud of what they do, who they work for, and it supports fairness. And it will definitely show care for the public, leading them to bring back those customers that left. Option two, if PBI can file defamation lawsuit against the media, you know, but this could be extremely costly. The company can go after them, stating that, hey, the media was misleading, they didn't provide the right information, and it caused financial and harm to the reputation of the company. Well, if they win, this is a great strategy. If they don't, they lose trust, even more trust. They'll lose lots of money, and perhaps they could go bankrupt. Option three, BPI does nothing. They just release a short statement, deny no claims. They say, hey, our meat is good. We've been approved by the government agencies, and do nothing. This is definitely not a good one. This option would definitely hurt them. Nobody's going to trust them, and they're going to think that they're hiding something. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons that BPI might face. Well, this slide weighs the pros and cons of each option. Transparency can build trust. but it's costly and slow. But at the same time, it helps them build the credibility. It could help them reframe public perception. Stakeholders won't be as concerned as much, and definitely will align with your consumers because they'll be fair and ethically responsible. Some of the costs: time is money, money is time. And that is something that would definitely hurt this company if they went with option one. But are the pros better than the cons? Who knows? You tell me. Option number two is BPI files for defamation lawsuit. Pros. Some of the pros is may result in financial compensation if successful. If a judge finds that the media defamed the company, they will be successful and they may be able to repair the damage and reputation. The key word here is may. But definitely this option sends a strong message to protect its reputations and employees. Definitely could make media more careful and accurate. Feels like leadership is defending their work and integrity. I think definitely when you work for a company that has the employees back, that makes anyone feel great. Hey, someone's looking out for us. I want to work here. That's what option two says. But some of the cons for this would be there's no guarantee that they're going to get paid. Layoffs still can continue as BPI faces legal battles in court. But it also encourages more careful reporting. Produces Producers might check the facts closely. Media may become more hostile or double down on the coverage. So, at the same time, you could be successful. The media could say, hey, let's back off of this. They're right. Or the media says, heck no, we're going to still come after these guys. We believe what we said is correct. And we're going to keep covering it. And that is something, negative coverage is never good. Option three would be BPI takes no public action. The pros: if you're avoiding legal fees and prolonged media attention, some may see this as confidence in silence. You know, but less public tension in daily operation doesn't always mean that it's good. You need to be out there proactive and build your company back up. And being silent and just pretending that nothing happened is not the way to go. If this was your company and your communications, which one would you choose? So, what option do I recommend for BPR to take? Well, I recommend option one: transparency and trust building. Even though BPI didn't deceive regulators or break laws, they underestimated public discomfort. They didn't make him feel safe. They didn't make him feel trustful. They made them feel like, hey, this company that I'm eating something from is lying to me. So by taking option one, shows honesty, responsibility, and care. It definitely prioritizes long term credibility over short term fixes and helps restore public trust. This is what they want to do. They want to restore public trust. Well, thank you for your time and thank you for listening. This case is a reminder that ethical responsibility goes beyond legal compliance. It's about empathy, communication, and putting public trust first. So, BPI, let's hope you learned and hopefully you bounce back.